Well, guys, before I show you today's review item, I'd like to try to answer what is really one of the most commonly asked questions, and that is, what hacksaw blade should I use to make my picks out of? And I always give the same answer. Now, when you look at this material, you might think it's perfect. It's the right thickness, and really we're looking for thicknesses between 15 thousandths and 30 thousandths, and that'll be 0.38 millimeters to 0.76 millimeters. So this does fit into that range. The problem is this is high carbon steel, and the width is about right. It's about a 1/2 inch to make nice, comfortable picks out of. It shines up beautifully, but because of the nature of hacksaw blades, after you use them for a short period of time, they're going to break. So you're going to spend hours making that perfectly mirror-finished pick, only to have it break after a few minutes of use. It's kind of a waste of your life, so please don't use this. Likewise, these are cheap, they're free. These are windshield wiper inserts. These are a good material made out of stainless steel, very durable. They're not going to corrode on you. They're too big to fit in. You can make a lot of them out of one windshield wiper, so they're kind of neat. They're, again, within the range of 30 thousandths of an inch thick. The problem is the width. They're not really comfortable. Once you do shape it, they're not really comfortable to hold, and you can't make much of a hook out of a material that's that narrow. So there are some downsides to using this as well. So they make great tensioners, but they don't make such great picks, especially when you add a big bulky handle on there. It's going to take all of your feedback away. So these are not ideal pick making stuff. There's a lot of other materials that are, though, and I always push people towards feeler gauge. This is some by Eastern Industries. This is how I buy it. This is, if I can find it here, there is the website. I don't get any kickback. I don't own the company, but it comes in 2 different sizes. This one happens to be carbon steel in 10,000. So I bought this to make feeler gauges out of, and all of their materials come wrapped in these individual containers, little wrappers to keep them from getting corroded. They're well oiled because these are carbon steel. They will rust. I have others. This is made from stainless steel, and this, again, is a narrow material, 15 thousandths. So that's right exactly where we want it to be. They come individually wrapped, and these are 1 foot long. You can cut them in half and make 2 picks out of each piece. They usually come about 10 per box. A little bit pricey, though, I have to say. Not all of us want to make, 40 or 50 picks. We just want to make a few. So I've had these for years, and I'll probably have them for years to come. A lot of times, and I'm going to give away a secret here, you can find feeler gauge on eBay, and I do a saved search. Every time stainless steel feeler gauge pops up as a listing, I get a notification. That's how I got this. This is from a company called precisionbrand.com. You can go to them directly. And this came as an assortment, actually. Came out of somebody's shop. I guess they didn't need it anymore. But both carbon and stainless. And this is the perfect material, I have to say. This is near the top end. The width is right. The thickness is right. The shape is all pre-finished. I've only got to work on the tip of it. So beautiful, beautiful material for making picks out of. Again, a little pricey. Not all of us want to make, 50 picks. So may not be ideal. My brother in blue up in Pennsylvania just sent these to me. These are little stainless steel rulers. I think he got these in a dollar store. You've actually got to rip this out of here. They don't like to come out, but I'm going to leave that because it keeps them nice and shiny. They are made, if I can find it, it's on here somewhere. They are made from, focus for me, stainless steel. They are 14.5 thousandths thick, which is right near the low end of what we want. They're made in China, but for that price, I think we kind of expected that. Ninth width here even to make some really decent picks out of for $1 a piece. So pretty good deal. All right, those are some of your materials. Now, another question I get is, how do I get government steel? Everybody wants government steel. Well, as far as I know, only one company makes their picks out of government steel, and that would be Peterson. When Peterson makes these, government steel is actually 420 stainless steel. That's what it's made of. 420 stainless steel is used in fine cutlery. It's also used in these guys. It's used to make scalpel or surgical blades because it can't be brittle, so the pieces of it break off. It has to hold an edge. Has to be very, very durable. Perfect. All those things describe what we're looking for in one of these as well. The problem with it is you can't buy it unless you buy it in bulk. And it's pretty expensive, and so expensive, in fact, that Peterson only makes the tips out of government steel or 420 stainless, and it goes up into the handle, probably to right there somewhere. The rest of this is plastic. It's not a full shank government steel. Doesn't matter. Still gives excellent feedback, very ergonomic. So he's got the best of all of both worlds. He's got a tough pick material, and he's got a very ergonomic handle. How do we get it, though? I mean, I don't want to buy it in bulk. I don't want to make thousands. Well, when Peterson makes his tips, he mass produces them out of very large sheets of government steel or 420 stainless. When he puts those large sheets into the machinery to cut them, he has to clamp them around the edges. And then he either laser cuts them or uses some other process to cut the tips out to make his picks from. And then the edges get basically thrown away like scrap. That's what they're selling. So we're finally up to the review item today. Here's a couple of them. I actually bought these. They're made by Peterson, but I bought these from Pick Pals because I managed to save $7 on shipping. So $7 is $7. Peterson sells these in a container of various sizes, various thicknesses for $12 for 5 pieces. That's $2.40 per piece. PickPal sells them for $30 Australian or $23 US for 10 pieces, or $2.30. So 10 cents cheaper per piece. Well, what do you get? Well, when you open it up, I expected to find blanks, but these are really the edges. These are, and they're labeled. They're honestly labeled. They say raw scrap, and that's what we got. These are the edges around the border that the clamp holds, while the tips from the middle are all cut out. And you can see some of the cut marks, maybe from a water jet. I really don't know how they cut these out, but you get 10 pieces. These, and I asked in a note, because I bought 2 of them, I said, hey, can you give me some different thicknesses? They sent me one package of 10 that contained all 18 thousandths. They're the perfect width. They're about a 1/2 inch. They're a little over 6 inches long. And on these, they are all 18 thousandths. I don't know if they're all packaged that way since it's sold as scrap, but that's what we got. These are actually just a little bit long for picks, but it doesn't matter. I'll probably cut that off the back there anyway. So perfect material. The other one that I got, these are all, again, government steel. These came at 25 thousandths. Again, same thing, raw scrap, and except this one they call blanks. Blanks leads you to believe that they're all finished. The handles and everything finished. Just the tips need to be ground down, and that's not really true. These really are the border scrap. And this package looks a little rougher than the other ones. Some of these are not quite even a 1/2 inch thick that way. They are all 25 thousandths government steel. Not going to be able to get it anywhere else. This piece probably would be better to make some tension tools out of, but the rest of these are right around a 1/2 inch, so you could make some decent picks out of these. So there's 10 of them for $2.30 or $2.40 per piece. So I don't think you're going to be able to get 420 stainless steel. I don't know how much of this stuff they have or how long they're going to have it. But now that my neighbor has kicked on his edge trimmer or whatever racket he's making out there, I better wrap this up. I don't know how long it's going to be available, guys, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So if you're a pick maker and you're looking for some really durable, top-notch 420 stainless steel, which you're not going to be able to get anywhere else, you might want to grab up a container of these while you can before they sell them out. Anyway, thanks for your time. Stay safe. Stay legal. Now, excuse me, I'm going to go take this one and stab it in my neighbor's weed-whipping eye. Thanks, guys. All right, guys, before the cops get here, I better hurry and do the giveaway. To win this next week, all you got to do is go to that website, hit the big purple button in the middle page, register to win for the giveaway of both of these next week. You're going to get 10 in this one and only 9 in this one because I had to use it to stop the weed whacker. So anyway, before the cops get here, I better get this in, better put this up on YouTube. Thanks, guys.